Okay, Acoustic Bliss. Let's go drinking. When these shoes were new, it was how do you do? It was whiskey and telling your tale. When my shirt was clean, I was there to be seen. I had clear eyes and my sight never failed. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Now bluebells and matches and stains on the table, and the sweet smell of the luscious woodbine. Well, Mr. McEwen, you will be my ruin, I said, but I don't really mind. And all of my brothers that I've met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Well, they're still shining through all those stains on the table. Left is heavy and the other is light. Well, if it's left up to you, girl, I know what you'll do. You'll take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight. Met on the way, they were drinking by night, they were drinking by day. Now restore to my eyes what was clear and was bright, and take me out drinking tonight. Whoa, take me out drinking tonight.
Hey! Oh, right, I hope you're all there. Hi, welcome. I'm not sure about lights. Is that better? Not sure. Still sorting that out, but at least it's on. I can see a few names in the chat. I'm so excited to be here. Finally, hello, and I'm so sorry because it's been 3 weeks. I will sort this light out. It's a bit dark. I got my fairy lights, but I haven't got a spare plug, and I nearly unplugged everything to plug my fairy lights in. Just stopped myself. I realised that would have turned everything off. So anyway, welcome. Oh, you've no idea how glad I am to be here. I'm back in my wardrobe cupboard, and yay, you can see me and hear me. fantastic. It is good to be back. And so tonight I am making a promise. I say a promise. I'm going to try really hard not to moan or rant. So tonight we're going to try and glow. We're giving it a go. We're going to try and glow, and I hope to be uplifting, because it's almost the end of the year, and let's face it, it's been another one of them. Well, it has for me anyway. And so I've made a mental note this week. I've had a very interesting week, and I've had some really lovely things have happened in amongst everything else. And so my mission is to be uplifting, and not to be a miserable cow like I have been on various occasions. Now that's not to say I might get emotional. I'm not saying I won't, but and I might say the odd word, but I'm going to try not to say too much, and I'm going to be uplifting. So tonight, well, I've got more than one mouse. Oh, I just got rid of you. Hello everybody. Oh, it's good. Anyway, right, so I haven't got my drink, but I did have my tea, so that if I did have a drink I wouldn't go silly. So we're going to start with some music. So now I decided that tonight we're just going to play things that uplift me. All right, now usually what's changed there, it's things that I like as a rule, but I do bear you in mind. I do think about what you might like, and sometimes we have a theme, but tonight the theme is to be uplifting, to be positive, right? And yeah, and things that I like. It's like I've just had a big bowl of pasta, and all with tomatoes, little baby things, and some Philadelphia cheese. Very, very nice, very comfort food. So that's hopefully what tonight will be. It's going to be comfort food. So let's start, right? Because this, I hope, this is the blues. We're going to start with a bit of blues, just to set the scene, because there have been some blues. I have had some blues. You've probably had some blues. There's been a lot of blues about, but actually the blues can be very comforting. So we're going to start with some blues, but then we're gonna go skyward, go positive, because if you don't, you've got to go home, haven't you? So here we are, blues.
And I got something I can't forget. Yeah, I love that woman, and I learned that lesson that I can't forget. Woman I haven't seen. She didn't happen in the morning before the break of day. She tell me to get up and go out and have myself. She's the mean woman, meanest woman I haven't seen. Then I listen, then I can't forget. woman I've ever seen. Lesson that I can learn from you.
Now, I can see you commenting in the chat, like, where's Carol gone? If there's no moaning and ranting, well, you see. Actually, I can't promise I'll never moan and rant again, but it is nearly the end of the year, and I have spent a lot of time this last 3 whole years, a lot of time with myself and a lot of time in my own head thinking about stuff, some of which was just wasted time. So I'm here to say to you that that I do actually feel like I've turned a corner, because I've learned some things about myself this last week or so, and I think that I understand myself a little better. Always getting a bit deep, isn't it? I understand myself a little better than I did, and I'm going to try and be kind to myself now. You might all think that's a bad idea, but I think it's what I need, because frankly, I'm not ranting or moaning, but I've realised that, you know, I personally have lost, you know, quite a lot over the last 3 years, and that's not to compare it to anybody else at all, but just for me. And I you know, I've got to fess up. I have found the last 3 years extremely difficult, and it's a wonder I've not gone insane, frankly. But I'm saying this all out loud because I need to get it off my chest. So I've decided that I have to go back to being, I used to be very positive, always started the day happy, and I always slept well, and that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm going back to, and I'm hoping that that by doing that, not only will I uplift myself, I might drag you all along with me, but hopefully I've got hope for 2023, and that's what I want. That's what tonight is about, before all the silly seasons. It's about hope, being uplifting, all that kind of thing. And yeah, so let's start. So that was the blues, that was Manuel and Steve McCann doing what they do best, the blues. And I find the blues very comforting, even though it is the blues. That was also Titch on the drum there, and Manuel singing. Hey, very comforting. So let's get on our comforting, uplifting journey now. I thought, where would we start on that? Where would we start on that? Comforting up. I've got so many things to show you. I've got, excuse me, some new stuff. I've got some old stuff. I've got all sorts of stuff. So that I thought, right, let's if this is stuff that I like, right, let's start as we mean to go on. So I've tried on a Thursday not to take myself or Thursday nights too seriously, but I have got a bit stressed sometimes. Things haven't always gone to plan. I don't know if you noticed that. But there's no point deluding myself that that's just because it's me on my own in my cupboard, right, or wherever else I've been over the last year or so. Sometimes things didn't go quite to plan in the real world, in the bliss world, in the tridogs. So I've chosen this because comfort, uplifting stuff for me, I found it extremely difficult in 2020 to look at anything that involved me and Mark playing. Really, I found it really difficult because I felt like I'd really lost something, and I still feel a bit like that, but I can look at it now without wincing or crying. And so this just, I didn't actually look for this, it sort of appeared in front of me, and I thought, okay, because this is what me and Mark at Bliss, this is kind of this is how I hope we would be remembered, not obviously not as consummate musicians, but as, you know, we didn't take ourselves too seriously, and we just loved it, right? And there was a time when I would have died of embarrassment anyway. But no, so this is my bit of comfort, very uplifting. It entertained me anyway, so hope you enjoy both the music and the surprise. Well, it's not a surprise, the thing. Hope you enjoy the thing. Oh, yes, well, it would help if I'd actually found the blooming... I didn't find the blooming... Oh. Can you sack me? Can somebody sack me? It was all going so terribly well. Damn. See, this is what happens, isn't it? Right, well, I am going to try and find it. So, what I actually thought I'd set up, but that I hadn't, right, was I found a really entertaining little bit of me and Mark, but maybe it wasn't that. Oh dear, dearie dear, Carol. Oh God, it's all gone horribly wrong already, but I'm uplifted, I'm fine. I'll have to try and look for it. Oh, for God's sakes, really? Not gonna let me get, it's not gonna get me down. Oh, for goodness sakes, maybe I've mislabeled it. Oh well. Oh, I've mislabeled it. I'm such a fool. I'm a fool. Yeah, I am. Anyway, so blah blah blah, what I said before, uplifting, spirit of bliss and all that. Me and Mark, enjoy.
Do you want to do an introduction?
Yes, please. Now, I've also said this before, that we were described on the internet last year as Air's most polished acoustic duo. I think they meant it, but they obviously hadn't seen us at that point, I don't think. No, really. if you're driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you, well honey, you turn me on. I'm a radio, I'm a country station, I'm a little bit corny, I'm a wildwood flower waving for you. Oh, I'm a dark tower waving for you. If you I've forgotten the words now. And if you have got too many doubts, if there's no good reception for me, then chew me out. 'Cause honey, who needs the static? It hurts the head, and you wind up whistling, and your day goes dismal from breakfast bunny to the sign of prayer. Oh, what a sorry, sorry face you get to wear. Oh. And what?
Take a play a little cup of tea.
Does anybody know this song? Just make it up. It took me years and years to write these songs. Shit, that's really, oh, excuse my language.
Do the first verse again and finish it, it'll be grand.
Start again. No, do the introduction again. Ah! Right. See, she was cross with him. I've lost my connection with him. Oh. It's coming, it's coming. Don't like weak women. You get bored so quick, it's coming. And you don't like strong women, 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been dirty for dirty down the line. And I know you'll come running when I whistle, when I'm loving and kind. And if you have got too many doubts, if there's no good reception for me, then chew me out. 'Cause honey, who needs the start?
So my friends, that was in the good old days. And actually that is from 2000, I think it's 2015, it might even be 2014, it was really early on. And in those days Mark would actually edit, he edited the week at the end, and so that got cut out. The very last bit got cut off, I don't know why, but he did it. So yes, seamless as always. And actually, to be fair to me, it wasn't that often that I did forget the words, but that was a blinder, wasn't it? The most polished gem in the Shire. So anyway, it's my comfort food. I can pick what I like, and that I found that really comforting, because you know, there was a time when I was so nervous about going on stage that I would feel sick. I couldn't, you know, it wasn't enjoyable really. And I like the fact that we got to the point where if we made mistakes, it didn't ruin us. Oh, but yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Helen. Brilliant in its thingamy. But I do, that one stands out for me. I remember that really well. Anyway, so So we're on our comfort food, aren't we? We're on comfort. So it's a very strange collection of things tonight, I've got to tell you, for a variety of reasons, right? But you know, like I said, I want to be uplifting to you tonight, and any tears have either got to be with laughter, because it's all gone wrong, or just sheer joy at the beauty of things. Well, I mean, so I've chosen a whole random load of stuff, but we don't mind doing it. So let's have one thing that is very comforting to me, I have to tell you, is the fact that even after all this time, people still send me videos. All right, so let's do this next. Oh no. Right, I might see if I can rectify this, but I just want to give you a Helen. I don't know if Helen, if you're actually watching the screen, you're going to like this. It's not going to be on for very long, but what do you think this is, folks? Upside down and back to front by the looks of it. Oh, hey Cohen. Just in time, Cohen, to see the absolute mess that I'm making tonight. Steve, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's done that. I've absolutely no idea. I don't know if it's something to do with Dropbox. I'll see if I can sort it out, but I might not be able to. I might not be able to sort it out at all until next. I might have to wait to sort it out till next week. Anyway, you've joined Helen's club. Although I don't think. I think it's upside down. I think it needs rotating, but I can't do that in the thingamy. It's going well, isn't it? But do you know what? I don't care, because at least it's going. It says perfect streaming, and given the last 3 weeks, where I wasn't joking about the fog. The fog interfered with all of the signal, and I mean, it was thick. It lasted for days, right? So my internet was pants. The week before, I think, was FedEx, and or maybe the week after, that was an absolute. It's not even. I don't even want to go there, because that will involve me not being uplifting and ranting. But I can say it without feeling the naked anger that I felt that week. And the week before, I was miserable. I'm not going to lie. I was just really down, and I want to thank you, the people that wrote to me, because it did make all the difference. It really did. It was really kind of you, and I appreciated that. But hopefully I'm out of all of that now, and I think I have said it a few times that I can see light at the end of the tunnel, but actually I think I can see out the tunnel now. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Ask me again in a week, or even ask me again at the end of the evening, because it's not going terribly well. All right, well, let's because what I said was, I really appreciate people sending me in videos. Thank you, Stevie. I will sort that out. In lockdown, somebody sent me this video, and this person has actually been a great comfort to me in a variety of ways over the last couple of years, and well, over the length of time that I've known her, because she is a good friend, and but she has kept me going on and off over. I haven't seen much of her this year, but anyway, she sent this, and for those of you who have these creatures, you will appreciate this. So this I find very comforting, and someone sent it in, which is brilliant, even if they always end up upside down sometimes. Thank you.
It's 5 a.m. and you should be sleeping, but you have to wake up. The cats are hungry again. The cats are hungry. The cats are hungry again. It doesn't matter what you feed them. After all the food is gone, they want more. It's 5 a.m. and you should
So that is my friend Jalen. Yeah, and actually I just noticed David Burns was in the chat, and yeah, Dave has a fantastic cat called Tinker, and that Tinker rules the roost. She's tiny, but she is fierce. A fierce thing, tiny. She knows what she wants, and so that was and my friend Jalen, she's got 2 cats, and yeah, if you've got cats, they do. I used to wake up with my the fattest of the cats actually restricting my breathing, because she would sit on my chest until I woke up, basically, because I couldn't breathe anymore. Not, you know, not obviously not covering my face, but she was just heavy. Anyway, Jalen, and there's a sort of a thread here. So my thread, what I was going to do was I'm gonna go to my next video, and then I'm going to come back to this thread. But my next bit of comfort is, I wonder if did I upload the other thing. I'm not sure if I did. No, I didn't. Okay, we'll forget that then. There was a little preliminary thing I was going to play for this, but I actually didn't upload that, but it's just as well, because I've got plenty. So comfort, uplifting things, right? So today, because it's absolutely freezing here, I don't know if you've noticed, I've got a million clothes on. Now some of you will say, well, that's your own fault for living in a bloody caravan, Carol. Yes, I get it, and I'm not actually complaining. I really like this kind of weather. I love the ice and the snow of it, even not having water sometimes. I don't mind, especially when it's dry and crisp. It's just so beautiful. And I actually took half an hour out. That's probably why I was running a bit late today, to go down to the shore this afternoon. The moon came up behind her. It was absolutely huge. It was just breathtaking, beautiful, freezing cold, but beautiful. And I realized that in terms of comfort and uplifting, you know, this place, Ayr, and the coast is one of the reasons that I wanted to stay here. I wanted to live here because of that beautifulness, and it's all year round. There's something amazing about it, and the shoreline, the sea, all of that really does uplift me, and hopefully it uplifts you. And now wherever you are, I see Cohen's in the chat, and we've got Dave up in Glasgow, and we've got people from all over the place. Hey Moira, yes, Jalen's back in Ayr. So some of you might not get to see this as often as possible, so I'm going to play this video. I chose this because of its just visual, it's visually visually beautiful, and it's very, very comforting to me. And of course it's got a lovely theme, because actually if I could go somewhere with all of you, I blooming well would. So this is a love song from one of you to all of us, to you, via the beauty of the beach. I'll shut up now. Enjoy this.
I busked around the Arndale Mall, spilled my licks in the Albert Hall, I sold my gifts like any working boy, but the price was always peanuts, the cost was way too high. It's time to leave this city, you and I. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. I wouldn't do that if I were you, said a strange little man in a suit of blue, but you just laughed and told him where to go. 'Cause I have seen the writing, wings will lift us high. It's time to down. And Kilgarden will be waiting, and the moon will light our way. We'll dance again across the yellow bay. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now. Come away with me, darling. Come away with me now.
You cannot beat a bit of Beach Bum Biscuit. But I chose that. I chose that because I was trying to think over the last however many years, and what kind of comfort, what's uplifting, what's comforting. And I actually, that bit of film is just wonderful. And obviously it accompanies a really wonderful song, and Come Away With Me, it is brilliant, Mr. B Jimbo Beach Bum Biscuit. I love it. Love that. So, and yeah, so I actually I know I've played that more than once, but over the last couple of years, but yeah, it's just isn't it? And that in the distance, you know, that little bit of Ailsa Craig, and that shoreline, it does it whatever blooming state my mind's in, whenever I have taken myself off to the shore, it's very soothing, I think. And the link back to Jalen was that I last year, before my mum got sick, I actually did quite a lot of swimming in the sea with Jalen. We'd yeah, sometimes it was quite cold. We did a lot of screening. There was a couple of days when we only got as far as our knees, but you know, we tried. So yes, link, all linked, because it's all comfort. I'm wagging my finger, but it's absolutely true, absolute comfort. Now I've got to tell you, I have no idea, I keep saying absolute, I've no idea how long tonight's going to last. It's unlikely that I've got too little music, but I really don't know, because I'm out of practice, to be fair. You won't have noticed. Anyway, link. So Jalen, cats, sea, comfort, good things about bliss, things that make my soul sing, cats, David Burns. It's like, honestly, the linkage is amazing. Now, I didn't know Dave was going to be in the chat today. Why would I never know if anybody's going to be there. It's a delight when I see there's anybody in the chat. But I chose this, right? And I chose this because I was thinking, all right, what are the things about life, my life, bliss, that make me have made me happy? And I have to tell you that there are many original artists that have passed through the Bliss doors and played on the stage, the Bliss stage, many, and not all of them go on to fame and glory, but many of the original artists managed to carve themselves out a career, and live what they want to do. And that's a thing that makes me very happy, because I feel like until 2020 that's what I was able to do myself, and it has made me extremely happy being able to, not rich but extremely happy living the life that I wanted to, rather than one that was handed to me. And so my next act is a man who's done the same, and he knows this, but I'm very proud of him, because he's worked so hard, and I mean, it's great that he's got a kitten to keep him in order. Right, but he honestly, he's worked so hard, and this was just a moment, and I felt I was looking for something to play, and I kind of stumbled across this, and I thought, oh, love, right? I can't do that very well, but this to me, comforting, uplifting, and what isn't this what we're all about? So have a little bit of this.
Cheers. They put together a compilation LP of 12 Glasgow bands that they've been working with, and ourselves and Marshall Chip, we were very, very fortunate to be able to have a track that could go into this. This is 12-inch vinyl with my song on it. I never thought I'd be able to say that. So there's, thank you. So we've got Marshall Chip put on here, there's also other bands like Joe Bone and the Dark Vibes, Story Broke, Media Horus, Sorrow Sales, Luminous, loads and loads of brilliant, awesome bands that are on this compilation LP, which you can get from me for just a tenner. Now that's what I call NHC Music Volume 1. And yeah, I've got some loads of copies with me that if anyone wants them, just a tenner. So this song, in acoustic form, is the song that we sent into NHC for the compilation. It's called Star.
Star that shines above me, a wish on the star that shines so clear, burning up in the midnight sky, where I'm wishing that you were here. No, it can't be long now till I'm back home again, and I know it can't be long now until I see your face, walking the streets so cold and lonely, through this dismal rain-soaked town. Walk until this night's over, and I'll be with you once again. I know it can't be long now till I'm back home again, and I know it can't be long now until I see your face. For the night of watching the world without you, all nights wrapped in city walls, all night without a dream to come true, all night I still no sign of day, and I know it can't be long now till I'm back home again, and I know it can't be long now until I see your face. Wish on the star that shines above me, wish on the star that shines so clear, burning up in the midnight sky, where I'm wishing that you were here. And I know it can't be long now till I'm back home again, and I know it can't be long now until I see your face, and I know that it can't be long until I'm back home again. I know that it can't be long until I see your face.
Thank you. Cheers. I'll finish off with one you might know. I'll do a wee cover to finish off. And, this is one of my favourite songs, and it's by the band that got me into playing guitar in the first place, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, please come and buy a record at the end of it. life. Yeah, 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 yeah. Andy Kaufman in the wrestling act. Yeah, 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 yeah. Monopoly 21, checkers and chess. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Fred Lassie and the breakfast mess. Yeah, 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 yeah. So let's play Twister, let's play Russ. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll see you in heaven if you make the list. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey Andy, are you good bet on Elvis? Hey baby, are you losing touch? 'Cause if you believed they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve and nothing is cool, Moses went walking with the staff of wood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Newton got beat by the apple good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Egypt was troubled by the horrible lass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Charles died when the gold to us. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey Andy, are you good fed on Elvis? Hey baby, are you losing touch? 'Cause if you believe they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve and nothing is cool, it's a little like it for the never believer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just a little ghost for the offering. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's a truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling, wrestling bells. So Andy, did you hear about this one? And tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey Andy, are you good bet on Elvis? Hey baby, are you having fun? 'Cause if you believe they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve and nothing's cool, and if you believe they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve and nothing is cool, but if you believe they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve and nothing is cool, well if you believe they put a man on the moon, whoa, 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 if you believe there's nothing up my sleeve and nothing is cool. Thank you very much. It's been a while since I played here. It's good to be back. Thank you.
It's good to be back. Yeah. Yeah. So I let that one run because obviously David Burns, original, hardworking. This is what it's all about for me. And although that was a few years ago, when he, that bit where he said about him, he never thought he'd be on vinyl. Wow, brilliant. And in the chat, he's saying that his girlfriend Alison is about to, she's got her own vinyl thing going on. Brilliant. So we have a lot of fun, and Thursday nights were primarily about having a lot of fun. In the very early days, it was about drinking an awful lot of beer, and I probably smoked an awful lot of fags as well. But and after many an acoustic bliss, we would go back to somebody's house somewhere and play and sing till the wee small hours. Yeah. Anyway, thing is, it's comfort, not a rant, not a moan. I'm not looking back regretfully. All good. And but David Burns, yeah. So thank you, Dave, because that was yeah. You know, you are an example of someone who's made their life's work. And I am proud of everyone that's done that, and I just, you know, so what I've been trying to do is to uplift myself, is sort of remind myself of the woman I used to be, and I've trying to think of I've really lost sort of touch with myself. That might sound a bit rubbish, but I've just, you know, just forgotten what I like and who I am, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't cope very well for some of that, and I've also wallowed a bit, you know. I've not been very happy. And that is definitely not me. So I'm trying very hard to put that behind me, and again, I want to thank, there's quite a few of you in the chat, and there's people who aren't in the chat who've messaged me one way or another, and I really appreciate it, because you know, things have not been easy. But anyway, not really, this is all uplifting. So this is what it's all about. Yeah, all right, I'm a bit delirious, but I've actually slow gin. So let's see. David Burns, Yahoo, that was called. I called that track David Burns, Yahoo. Now I have got something lined up next. So this next video is oh, hello to Kelly, by the way, in Canada, and I was just literally typing what's happened to Canada, and then you appeared in the chat, and please pass our what's it's on to Brian. I'd forgotten he had a new job, so it's just as well we had 3 weeks off, isn't it? Give him a chance to settle in. Oh, there's another job, another thing we can try and get him sacked from. No, joking. So my next film, you will have seen this before, no doubt, but when I was thinking of things that really, you know, comfort, things that I love, things that uplift me, this next little video definitely does that, right? Because it's simplest, it's very simple. It was really early on in our filming, as you can see from the quality of the film. There is a link, because one of the people here also did a bit of duoing with David at some point, yeah, simple, but also one of our bestest friends. He absolutely loved this. I mean, he never came to Bliss, he just used to watch it, and he loved this. He asked if he could have a copy, and I got it, because this track, it does something. It does something to me. So pour yourself a drink and let this do something to you too.
You had plenty money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. You're sitting there wondering what it's all about. If you ain't got money, they will throw you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do. Get out of here, get me some money too. Now if you had prepared 20 years ago, you wouldn't be wandering now from door to door. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Oh, why don't you do right like some other men do?
Hey, well, that was a bit of a giveaway. So that bit of comfort food was Rose, and those of you who don't you may have tuned in early on in lockdown. Rose used to watch with her little boy, and they used to sit around the fire outside and watch. We waved at them. So yeah, Rose, what a voice. And this, I think that's 2000, and I think it might even be 14. It's either 14 or 15. But simplicity of that, just love it. What a song. And that's Callie on the bass, and that was I don't know if they ever did it more than once actually, but beautiful. Yes, wow. And she still has a voice. She's a mummy, and that's what happens, isn't it? Things change, things move on, people grow up, the young ones become the middle-aged, the middle ones, and then eventually become the older ones. That's quite, and then for those that are older than all of them think, oh my god, that I remember them when they were babies. But it's but isn't that, to me, that actually, I mean, that is very comforting. I enjoy that very much. I have enjoyed watching, and all the connections, I love it. So thank you. Hello Neon Tetrahedron, welcome. And also meditate, I think he was in earlier, and is Ruth in as well? Hello Ruth. Right, so what I'm saying, and you know, thank you to all of you really, because you know, I do say it a lot, like you've kind of kept me going, but genuinely, because Thursdays have been I have been quite stressed sometimes, and as you probably see, I haven't always got what I wanted to do, but it's given me something to focus on and to keep going. And I still do fervently believe that I'll pop out of this funnel tunnel into this glorious sunshine, and new things will occur, which, yes, next year we'll come on to that. So yes, what would be suitable for you next? I think, well, now I have so many things to choose from, but I've got some grand stuff. I've got all manner of things now. Unfortunately, one of them's upside down, so we can't play that. But my next thing, I think I may well have played this fairly recently as well, but when I was thinking of no, yes, no, I'm not playing that now. I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to do something else. So this is a bit of a, I I don't know though. I'm a bit torn actually. You don't know my thinking here, but I'm a little bit torn about what I should do. No, I'm gonna play this now. Right, I'm gonna play this one now. I've decided. So this video, right, is a bit of a sideways thing, because it's actually not a Bliss video, which is why I think why it's appropriate to play it now. I mean, I've played it at Bliss, but it's actually come out of a thing which came out of lockdown, and that was the viral jukebox. And I thought of this video when I was trying to think of things that come on, because it reminds me of all sorts of things. It reminds me of my youth. It reminds me of just feeling upbeat and jolly, and if we're going to be uplifting, then this is the music for it. But also all of the people involved in making this video were separate. They weren't together. They were all apart. It's a joyous thing, and you know, and if I'm trying to keep myself uplifted and not focus on all the bad, there were some great things that did occur in the last few years. And I mean, this is just a tiny thing, isn't it? But a lot of effort went into it, and I take great pleasure in that. And actually this, I think, is very uplifting. And so I did play it at Bliss in lockdown, but it's a lockdown thing. And Neil Sumner, who's sometimes in the chat, he's the admin for the viral jukebox, and which is on Facebook, and it's still going. It's still a thing of beauty. So this is you might want your dancing shoes for this, I don't know, or your two-tone suit, but either way, up to me, this is a walk down memory lane. And my last thing that I want to say is that having spent nearly 4 months away from home this year, I know how important having one of these is, and I don't mind wherever I lay my hat, to be perfectly frank, is my one of these. But you've got to have that feeling, haven't you? So enjoy.
His Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Our house tells you that you got to move away from it. Father gets up late for work. Mother has to iron his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school, sees them off with 8 small kids. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. In the middle of our street, our house in the middle of our...
I remember when everything was true, when we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time. And I remember how we played simply went to stay away, then we'd say nothing would come between us, two dreamers.
Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house was a castle and a keep. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house, that was where we used to sleep. Our house in the middle of our street.
Hello. We're pissed in the garden. No, we're not. Well, I am. There's so. Now, you think you're getting that straight away? No, you're not. Little taster of things to come. So that was our house in the middle of our street, and God, really, I can't tell you how glad, how good it has felt to come home. Ruth is on a train at the moment. I actually worked it out, and it was horrible. It was like 2 weeks or something this year on a train. It's ridiculous amounts of time. And because everything is no, oh, danger in ranting there, but because things are not quite as they should be, travelling up and down the country, travelling anywhere is a difficult thing. Yeah, so it's always good to get home. I absolutely love getting off the train at Air. It's just like coming into Airs. Yeah. Now Ruth, of course, has been out drinking, so presumably she's going to be the rowdy one on the train, asking people for fags and trying to borrow their mobile phone charger. I know, I've been there. Oh, it's Cohen going. Cohen, hello, goodbye. You're a busy man. Right, we'll see you soon. Did Mandy come as well? Oh, where did Mandy go? Right, so Mandy's coming. We want Mandy. Yes. But you might not get her when you want her. That was, I don't know why my computer's doing that. So our house via a jukebox. Comfort. We want Mandy. So I've lost my thread now because of the wee. I can just see Mandy out the corner of my eye. I don't know if you can see it in my glasses, but when the chat's going ga-ding, 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 yes. Oh, anyway, bye Cohen. We'll see you soon. Thank you for joining us. Actually, now I'm not sure whether I'm going to let you have Mandy, but maybe I will. Maybe I won't. No, you're not getting Mandy. We're going to go back to. We're going to get into the house and have a bit of something live. I don't know though. See, I'm torn. I get very torn about what I'm going to play, because I know that there's things that I want to play later, right? Okay, so no, we are gonna actually go. We're talking about comfort, aren't we? Yes, we blooming well are. So my next little bit of film, right, is, now you might think, some of you might think this was not an odd choice, but you know, well, there's reasons, but it's not odd. And TV, the more you stamp your feet and demand Mandy, the more I'm going to make you wait, because that's also part of uplifting myself and being confident. So yes, I'm going, my next clip, I've chosen this. I did actually search this out because I'm a bit of a one for a female voice, right? I am. And so my next guest has a really wonderful female voice, and I haven't played this video really because there's a whole load of baggage that goes with it, but if we just look at what a lovely a lovely bit of entertainment it is, then it is very comforting. And there's other things, you know, there's a beautiful guitar. I'm not going to mention where that's come from. There's just things about it, and you know what, you can't beat a bit of class. That's what I say. So I'm hoping that I've lined it up properly. I really am hoping I've lined it up properly. But so this, to me, this was you know, a bit of class. And actually I remember the first time I played, I don't know if I played all of it or a bit of it or what, but I know that Peter Pollock absolutely loved my next guest. He loved her. So this comfort, uplifting, good memories, what Bliss is about. Yeah, come on, bring it on.
Right, so anyway, never mind all that, he left Italy. Well, he met Wendy, who's from Aberdeen, who now also went and lived in Italy, and then they came back and they lived in Ayr, and now they're living in Glasgow, playing all over the place. And for the Canadian contingents, both virtual and real, they go to Canada regularly. And
oh, for goodness sakes, what am I like? I can't stop myself, can I? Gab. Right, so I didn't line it up, right? And of course, the thing is that none of that is the case anymore. So I have tried, folks. I have tried quite hard when if bands or couples have split up. I've tried not to play stuff because I know, you know, it might be difficult for people, but but anyway, I think this is just too good. It's too good, so not to play. So we're going to play a little bit of it because it comforts me, and also, you know, it reminds me of good times. I can't line it up very well, so you'll just have to take it where it is. All right, so be comforted.
go to songwriting things and play gigs over there. So, Mark, we need a hand. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Colonel. That was quite possibly the longest introduction that anybody's ever given us. Wait, too longer than that. I think I've broken the microphone stand. I broke it. No, it's working. It's fine. It's okay. Everybody all right? Did you have a lovely Christmas? Hey! Now we just got to get through New Year. Round of applause for Stevie, because Stevie's going to accompany us on the bass tonight. Hey! We plugged the Bailey bass. The Bailey bass.
Sunshine when he's gone. There's no warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, I wonder this time where he's gone. Yeah, wonder if he's going to stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and the sun shall stay no home anytime he goes away. just that easy. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Yeah. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I gotta leave him alone, but there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, yeah. It's no warm when he's away, yeah. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and it's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, I wonder this time where he's gone, yeah. I wonder if he's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime he goes away, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I oughta leave him alone, for there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine when he's. Ain't no sunshine when he's. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine. 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 Yeah. Ain't no sunshine. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you kindly. Gracias.
Wendy, not Mandy, Wendy. And then I don't know if you noticed, spotted that was two Bailey archtops there. That was the Steve McCann on his Bailey archtop bass, his 5-string fretless, and then Enrico playing that's a Corey, so the original archtop, the Marmaid, and lovely it was too. Sucker for a female voice, Wendy, sorry. Oh my god, he's got me doing it now. Wendy, yeah, classic. So very comforting. Reminds me of good times, and also so many connections there. So Wendy she does, I don't know how much she's singing these days, but I know that she sometimes sings with a band called Dope Sick Fly up in Glasgow, and she does craft, and she has a shop that sells sort of crafty, like handmade things. She knits and she makes soap, and of course I can't remember the name of the shop. If Ruth wasn't asleep, she'd probably know. Moira might know if Moira's still watching. Anyway, so very good, very, 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 very good. So where are we going now on our journey? I hear you saying to me, well, we've actually, we're getting, it's 5 to 10. We're not over by a long chalk, but we've got a few things up our sleeves, let's say. So I think now what we're going to do is we're going to go to something that isn't live, because I like to mix it up a bit. We're gonna watch a little video which I have played before, and I'm kind of sorry that Cohen has left the building, because I know he likes this, and I chose this because it stands out in my mind, and it kind of, it almost blew my mind the first time I saw it, because it was like nothing like nothing I've ever seen. But this is the most important thing: original song, and it's a song with heart and feeling about, well, you'll hear, right? If that is, you can listen to the words whilst the antics are going on for the video. I just love it. And so we're not at the end of our beautiful journey, but this is like I like to have some entertainment in the last half an hour. This is entertainment gold. It's not Mandy either. This is entertainment gold.
Headlights eating through the night, leaping trees left and right, speeding onward to the light of another dawn. Where have you gone, my northern sun? Sound bites and spinning wheels, baking news and breaking deals. Can Polaris point us still to another dawn where truth is strong, my northern sun? Let the borealis dance, bring us home to make us dance. It's a long day's journey into night. Scapa Flow to Fingal's Cave, Callanish to Ailsa Craig. Let the borealis dance tonight. Building walls big and small to keep them out and keep us all blind so we can't see the fall of another dawn. Where have you gone, my northern sun? Cold and homeless in the park, we walk asleep in the dark, can no longer feel the spark of another dawn where truth is strong, my northern sun. Let the borealis dance, bring us home to make us dance. It's a long day's journey into night. Scapa Flow to Fingal's Cave, Callanish to Ailsa Craig. Let the borealis dance tonight. that is left to rust. The house of God returns to dust. Is there nothing left to trust but another dawn? Where have you gone, my northern sun? Clear above the fog and grime, as the snows and Arran climb, sleeping warrior bide the time to another dawn where truth is strong, my northern sun. Let the borealis dance, bring us home to make us dance. It's a long day's journey into night. Scapa flow to Fingal's cave, Callanish to Ailsa Craig. Let the borealis dance tonight. Let the borealis dance tonight. Let the borealis dance tonight.
Now, I defy any of you to tell me that that wasn't comforting in a variety of ways, because you've got to listen. If you were just mesmerised by the movement, you've got to play it again and listen to the words, right? Maybe turn the picture off, because what a fantastic song. And actually there's three lots of value out of this, because the instrumentalism, the music, that's beautiful as well. Just listen to that. There's all sorts of things going on there, and I've seen this video several times, as you can imagine, and I never get tired of it, because I keep seeing something new every time. It is brilliant. And so I guess, actually, I was thinking this today. I mean, I know that was something that you did in lockdown, and of course that made you had to do things that you might you kind of draw on your creative spirit that you might not have normally done, because you can't go out. But something I thought we were quite good at Bliss was rising to the occasion with nil budget. And I actually, that's something I realised about myself, is that I enjoy that. I enjoy having no big budget and a very tight time scale to make something. And I enjoy it. And so thank you for that. I really loved it, honestly. I love it. Yeah, it sticks in my mind, that one. Well, so many of them do. I mean, actually, the problem is there's too many things to show. But tonight was just me choosing things that I could find that I knew would keep us in the mood. Now, I know there's one or two people out there who know, they say they know what they want, but they're not having it yet, because I'm not no, we don't do requests, not yet. I'm not geared up for that. Anyway, although actually this next one I think is a request. I think someone in the chat earlier on kind of requested this. I think. So you'll know if you did, because then you'll be happy. Now, so I was thinking, right, what would make me? I can see TV. I can see you out the corner of my eye. I'm just going to make you wait. It's like a spoilt brat, you'll just have to wait longer. Anyway, my next act. This is, to me, this is also comfort. Now I'm going to play two. I'm going to let this run, because they played a fantastic set, and these people are wonderful. I mean, you all are, but this couple are really wonderful people. And I've chosen these two songs. The first, a bit like Our House, it's very yeah, like it also reminds me of my youth, and it's very you know, uplifting, and there's all sorts of memories attached to it, and it's very uplifting because it's well, you'll see. And then their second song that I'm going to let them play is it's a complete contrast, but it's the words, all right? And also uplifting and comforting and moving, but the words, yeah? Remember the words for the second song. So without further ado, your next plate of comfort food comes in a pair. Not a pear, not like a pear, but two. I didn't do that.
Okay, we'll do a fast one. If you know this one, join in, clap your hands, stamp your feet. We're going to do a fast one. I'll keep you working.
Got a bit cramped tonight. Must mean I need some red wine. Okay.
Yeah. Drive my truck midway to the motorway station. Fairline cruiser coming up left hand side. Headlights shining, driving rain on the window frame. Little young shiny star that's switching her ride. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Me and my radio trucking on through the night. 3, 5, 7, 9, a double white line. Motorway sun coming up in the morning light. Whiskey sitting pretty on your two-wheels tire. This old 10-ton lorry got a beat on you. Ain't no use sitting up with a bad companion. Ain't nobody getting the better of you. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Me and my radio trucking out through the night. 3, 5, 7, 9 on a double white line. Motorway sun coming up in the morning light. Well, there ain't no chicken here till there's a tuber. Ain't nobody know when you're right or wrong. No one knows if we're always leading nowhere. Gonna keep on driving home on the road I'm on. 'Cause it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Me and my radio trucking out through the night. 3, 5, 7, 9 on the double white line. Motorway sun coming up in the morning light. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, never too late. Me and my radio trucking out through the night. 3, 5, 7, 9 on the double white line. Motorway sun coming up in the morning light. 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 Thank you for the backing vocals. Thank you. Okay.
Can you just unplug the
Okay.
bass so I can...
So we'll just do one last one to finish, and then Ian's going to get his Bailey, his new watch top, to do this one. And, really, the reason that we're here is because Ian got some guitars from the amazing Mark and Carol Bailey, and I just basically wanted to get in on the act, so that's But when we came 5 years ago to get his first guitar from these guys, we got the most beautiful guitar in the entire world, no question. But we also got so much more than that. We've made some of the best friends ever. And every time we've been here, we've been made so welcome, and it's just brilliant. So thanks so much for having us. Such a beautiful place to be, and all the people are so amazing. So this is the arch top. Woo. So pretty.
It's very nice.
So thank you very much, Mark and Carol. We'll donate this. Donate it now.
A little bit to
Dedicate.
the monitor on this one, please.
We'll dedicate this one to you guys and all of our friends that we've made, Dawkins and everybody.
Capo full.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still recall. Some are dead and some are living, but in my life I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think of them, but in my life I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think of them, but in my life I love you more. I love you more. I love you more. I love you more.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Beautiful words, but they're not just words, are they? They're feelings. So that's Sam and Ian from Blackpool, and Ian's a music teacher, well, guitar teacher, and he's in a band called 12 Paces, which are a serious rock band, and he's a fantastic guitar player, and they're just lovely people. I think you can tell, but I thought about I'd like to hear them, and because they play all sorts of other things, and I'd forgotten about that song, and when I found it earlier I thought that's the one, yeah, because I'm still uplifted, I'm not sad. How beautiful to be reminded of how lucky we all are to have our friends, and wherever you are, sending love, and so it's time to move on, right? And I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to see this, but this track is called I Believe in You, and I believe in you, okay? I believe in you. And one thing I've realised over the last week or so is that, particularly this week, is that I haven't really been believing in myself very much, and so this song, when it was sent to me, it came at a time when I thought, yeah, but I haven't really absorbed it fully, let's face it. And you know, it's hard, isn't it, sometimes when you get knocks and setbacks, but we believe in each other, and that was the thing. It is the thing about Bliss, because although we're not live yet, there's still the spirit's still there. So, all right, TV, here you go. I believe in you. You believe in me. We all believe in each other, and this is absolutely smashing.
Hello. We're pissed in the garden.
No, we're not.
Well, I am. It's so nice to actually be around people in the garden that we can actually socialise
outside.
The 2 metres apart bit might be a bit screwed up, but never mind.
We're all vaccinated. We're all vaccinated.
It's not like I ain't got a big enough garden either.
It's not 2 metre rule.
It's no 2 metre rule. It just says 4 in the back garden.
Yeah.
Sure. And after the last song we recorded and David played with us, he's sitting. He's going to do nothing this time. So he says.
He's trying to resist the urge.
Anyway, this is a Ward Thomas song.
I believe in you. You ready?
I hope.
Oh, I've been quite good with that. So, Manjalandi! Or is it Manjalandi Callum? Because Callum was in the background. I suspect Big Dave was about somewhere, but he kept himself quiet. I believe in you. If you're lost in the dark, light, glow. You know, yes, brilliant. And obviously always entertaining. Yay, Mandy. What is it? Manjalandi. Manjalandi. So actually, the 3 faces you say there, that is Check the Diary. That's the band from Stranraer, Check the Diary in lockdown. And everyone a gem, eh? Everyone a gem. Now, I've got 3 things left on my comfort sheet. Definitely 3. My next. Now, this was a bit of unexpected comfort. tonight. I wasn't expecting this kind of comfort, but as you know, something I like very much, well, maybe you don't know this because obviously it's called Acoustic Bliss, but I'm going to tell you a secret. The first time I came to Ayrshire to Kurt Michael was for the Kurt Michael guitar show. You probably know that. And I didn't realise until we arrived, or till just before we arrived, I think, that it was acoustic guitar show. I was horrified. The idea of spending a whole weekend in a field, in a tent, just listening to acoustic music was just beyond me. I couldn't grasp it at all. Anyway, turns out it was absolutely brilliant, because I'm clearly wasn't as well versed in music as I thought it was. However, up until that point, one of my favourite kinds of music was funk. Funky funk, including bass. And I have to say, I went to see Level 42 quite a lot. I like Bill Bruford and Morrissey Mullen. You know, I liked funk and jazz and that kind of thing. So imagine my delight when this little thing popped into my inbox, because this is pre-Acoustic Bliss style comfort, but melanged, because there's an acoustic guitar in it. So it's blissful comfort. Go.
Hello, good evening, and welcome not to Shay BC, but Shay Away. My name is James Bissett. You cry, is it? I say no, Bissett. And with me tonight is Mr. Peter Condor, the man who puts the P in funkin'. And tonight we're going to play you Wind Me Up and Watch Me Go, otherwise known as More Is Better. I really haven't decided which title it should have. Never mind, there you go. We also have, it's a very small room this, so the Bissett Brass Ensemble are in the next room and they're working by a remote video link. Can you hear me, boys?
No boys here. Just us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scarlett says she's found the perfect colour. Town requested someone bring a brush. Charge my dynamo, I set the streets aglow. Get it down, yeah, a fun time, here we go. Randy says you're definitely coming. Roger rang and said to give you his. I'm your satellite every Friday night. This is flying, how's your appetite? Wind me up and watch me go. So wind me up, I won't say no. Watch it, say wind me up, enjoy the show. Wind me up and go, man, go. Hope is looking forward to the hoedown. Joy just called and said to bring your own. Once is understood, more is twice as good. 3 times, 4 times, don't you think we should? Wind me up and watch me go. So wind me up, enjoy the show. Said I'll wind me up, I won't say no. Now wind me up and go, man, go. If something's good, more is better. Something's good, more is better. More is better. I said 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 more is better. Looking forward to the hoedown. Joy just called and said to bring your own. Once is understood, more is twice as good. 3 times, 4 times, don't you think we should? Wind me up and watch me go. Wind me up, I won't say no. Wind me up, enjoy the show. Said wind me up and go, man, go. Wind me up, enjoy the show. Said wind me up, enjoy the show. Wind me up, enjoy the show. Wind me up, enjoy the show. I might have to use both hands. I might have to use both hands. Thank you very much. That was Wind Me Up, brackets, more is better. My name's James Bissett. With me is Peter and together we are known as the Jazz Rascals. Thank you very much and good night.
The Jazz Rascals. Right, now we're nearly at the end, right? I just thought, as that was really good of James to send that in. Thanks, James. That's brilliant. And the Jazz Rascals, awesome. I love funk. I do, honestly. I used to do quite a lot of grooving back in the day. Anyway, just so it is a shame about the curtains, but I just want to just remind you that sometimes things don't always go to plan in production. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. We'll get that sorted. So we'll have the curtains added afterwards, and we'll get Steve the right way up for next week. So two more things from my comfort thing. I'm running over a little bit, but it's probably going to be, well, it's going to be about 8 minutes in total. Right, I don't know if this is lined up in the right place, but I want to thank you all. I've got 2 more videos. This one, it had to be played tonight, and I really did, because I've learned, like I say, I've been thinking and trying to get myself back to where I was. And yeah, and so anyway, I hunted this down, because this is it, isn't it? This is actually it. So I'm not going to say anymore. I'm just going to play it, and if it's not in the right place, sod it.
Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. And other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't worry, give a whistle. This'll help things work out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Life seems jolly rotten, there is something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and dance and smile and sing. If you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. Just remember it's a show and keep on laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life.
It's nearly over, 2016. It's nearly done.
Always look on the right side of life. Always look on
Whoa, that sounds. You got it the wrong way round. Always look on the bright side. And make sure your capo is on the right way round. That's the other rule of.
always look on the right side of life. It ain't so bad, is it? Always look on the right side of life.
Go on,
I'm gonna try that again.
2016. Get out of here.
Always look on the right side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Always look on the bright side of life.
So, we're nearing.
Always look on the bright
There's about 6 minutes, is it? 6 minutes left. We haven't finished with you yet.
Always look
No, not 10. It's not 10. Oh, for goodness sakes, Mark. Well, you better keep playing.
right side of life.
10 minutes. For goodness sakes.
The pressure to ring the bells in. Anyway, proper love that man. Always look on the bright side of life. Now, there's an irony that he's singing that song, really, because Mark has a permanent grumpy face, but inside there is a positive, happy man bursting to get out, as you can see, and quite often the gin facilitated that. Anyway, the message: be uplifted, always look on the bright side of life. I'm saying all these things out loud as if I'm directing them at you, but really I'm saying them out loud for myself, because everything I've said tonight, all the songs I've chosen, everything, all the words that have meaning, I'm really sending to myself, because I think I might have lost the plot, lost the way a bit, yeah. So thank you once again for joining me. I'm so glad that I can stream again. I should be all right. Should be okay. Depends on the weather, FedEx, and my mood. But actually my mood's going to be fine because I am fully uplifted. Thank you to all of you. Please message me with ideas, suggestions, videos, anything, right? Because I do love to hear from anybody. And hopefully I'm going to be a little bit more what's the word, home based. That's my plan. Anyway, there is one last thing that I couldn't have a program about feeling uplifted, positive, feeling the love, radiating it out, glowing, and all of that. I couldn't possibly have a program, have a thing without my final video tonight. So this is my final video. Thank you all. It is so good. It's weird because I just see your names, but it's like being there. It's like being in the bar with you. So now nobody did get around in the end, but I've managed the sloe gin quite happily myself. So from me, thank you very much for all of your support, for everything. Continuing, and it's wonderful, and hopefully it'll blossom. These will blossom in 2023. I know it's not the end of the year yet. Shut up, Carol. But anyway, last thing. Thank you. This was the ultimate comfort. But I guess the last two videos. This is my last video, and then of course we'll have our titles. Ultimate comfort, you know. And thank you to you all. So see you next week. Bye.
There's not a problem that I can't fix, 'cause I can do it in the mix.
Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life, yeah. 'Cause I was sitting there bored to death, and in just one breath she said, you gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get down, boy. You know you drive me crazy, baby. You got me turning to another man. Called you on the phone, no one's home. Baby, why you leave me all alone? And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song.
No, I hopped into my car, didn't get very far, no. 'Cause I had you on my mind, why be so unkind? You got your women all around this town. But I was trapped in this with you, and I didn't know what to do. But when I turned on the radio, I found out all I needed to know. Check it out.
Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Hey, listen up.
I honestly, please, I do not understand what happens with the videos. not one little bit.
I can't fix, 'cause I can do it in the mix. Lay back in your trouble, just move on to the double, and don't let it trouble your brain. Move out trouble down the drain. I said away goes trouble down the drain.
DJ saved my life. Last night the DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night the DJ saved my life. Last night the DJ saved my life with a song. Last night the DJ saved my life. Last night the DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night the DJ saved my life. Last night the DJ saved my life with a song.
Oh my God!
Do it in the mix. 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 That's right. Bliss. Seamless.
I'm so sorry. That was. Oh, that's. Stop lolling.
Something a bit different this week with relaxation. Different this week with relaxation of lockdown. The band wanted to get back together again and do a complete band song.
Town of Air, Statue Square, Twaddock's Bar, you'll find it there. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, sweet sound of acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Jem smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Come along, bring your song, play guitar or an old baron. Banjo, flute, violin, piano, sax, just anything. Duffy rocks, Chloe rolls, Wolfie sleeps and Norman blows, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Absent friends, Willie and Ken, reminisce and laugh again. The song is sung, the day is done, but the memories will linger long. Behind the mask, raise a glass to live music and friends past, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Silent singers, songless days, shadows playing without a stage. And Bailey guitars on a night like this, how I miss acoustic bliss. Carol sings to Mark's guitar, Tom smiling behind the bar, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, the smiles come free. Life rocks, you gotta roll, play the blues and ease the soul, no worries. Cousin Bob singing bar, and Bob singing bar, and Bob singing bar, the smiles come free.
Bob singing Bob.
1 dog, 2 dog, 3 dog, 4 dog, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 2 dog, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7.
Bob singing Bob.
Bailey guitars, 3 dog, acoustic, 5 dog, 6 dog, 7. Bailey guitars, acoustic bliss. Hi Bob.
To Vegas, please.
Something a bit different this week.